Hey guys, Sky 2015 100 here, and I thought I would do a little update since I haven't been posting sim videos in a while, and I have a lot of explaining to do, so I guess I'll just start at the beginning. First off, my laptop sucks. Somehow it had a virus and I had to wipe it out. That being said, I lost everything. Music, pictures, time, especially time, and all of my save games, profiles, and programs. So in other words, I lost a lot of crap. And then my fan and my laptop broke. Well, actually, that was the first thing to go. So that's why you hear a buzzing noise when I make singing videos and things like that. So when I got my fan fixed, not really fixed, it was just kind of cleaned. So I was out of YouTube for about 3 months, I think. But this was last year, so that really doesn't apply now. But I haven't forgot about my voiceover series that I promised I would do for y'all. But that being said, since I lost everything, I have to completely start over, which sucks. And speaking of voiceover and Sims and stuff, I finally got the Sims 2 game, which was kind of funny because I didn't know how The Sims 2 works. I mean, yes, I've watched videos and stuff and educated myself on it, but it's different when you try to download it because you have to do it in a certain order. And so, I had to order them from different people because every time I try to get a, what do you call it? I can't think of it. Like a combination deal or whatever it is, I would always get outbidded and stuff like that. So I just did like the buy now, looked for really cheap ones, and that's how I did that. So I did not get like the original base game and then all the expansions. Some were like the deluxe and some were already put together. And then I realized that the Sims 2 Deluxe and the Holiday Edition both had the base game installed, so I had to pick one or the other. And obviously I picked the Deluxe because that has cars, and that's obviously the really only reason I wanted the game, was because they get in and out of cars and it just looks more natural, real, instead of like the Sims 3 where you just pop into, like, teleport into cars. I hated that. And I was hoping the Sims 4 would do the same thing as the Sims 2, where you can have cars, you can back out of the driveway, drive a little bit until, you teleport, but you didn't have to, you could cut that out on videos. But they have cars, but you cannot own cars yet. I don't know if they will eventually get cars or not, but that's why I haven't posted a Sims 4 video. So yeah. So I am going to work on Sims 2 and Sims 3 videos, but probably Sims 2 for now because I've, I won't say wasted, but I spent a lot of time trying to find these games and waiting for them to ship into my house and things like that. So, I will hold auditions again for Azalea and Overtaken and things like that. I will be more precise, and I will take longer into writing the the scripts and stuff. The scripts and stuff, so it could plan out exactly how I want it to go. And yes, I'll have to plan that. Oh, and while I have you, if you're still listening, instead of me just ramping on and stuff, I have some great news. I got accepted to college. So, I don't know how this works. I'm only 18 years old. So, depending on how the college thing works, I don't know how much free time I will have from school and work. I work at a university. It's a different university than the one I'm going to, which is not really a university, it's a college. But when I'm not working in class or working at work, because I'll get a lot of downtime and stuff, I will start plotting out and writing scripts and stuff in that nature. So, brainstorming, plotting, things like that, because I'm good at that. And I was being sarcastic. So there's that. And if you're still watching, I normally don't talk about myself in videos, so I thought it would be great for me to do a, just like a 10 facts about me. And if you have any more questions, you can leave them in the comments below, and I'll read them, get back with you, maybe make another video. I know I don't have many subscribers yet, and I would love to have more. So feel free to share my video and things like that. So here we go. I'm going to start counting down. So I'm going to start with number 10. I have red hair. The reason this is one of the facts, I mean, yeah, most people have hair and stuff, and I mean, obviously we're all have different colors, but it's special for me because, first of all, everybody asks me if I dye my hair, which I don't. It's naturally this color, as you can see in the pictures. And for some reason, both of my parents do not have red hair. My mom has, I think it used to be brown at the time, but now it's black because she dyes it black because she's kind of old. Sorry, Mom. And my dad also has black hair. And my little brother, who is 14 years old, has brownish black hair. And I am the only one that has red hair. But both sides of my families both have relatives who have like an orangey reddish tint to their hair color, while mine is like a brownish red tint. And it blows my mind, it blows other people's minds, and they still think I lie to them when I say I don't dye my hair. I don't know, it's just crazy. Okay, number 9. I love The Simpsons. I don't really know what brought me into loving The Simpsons so much. I've seen almost every episode there ever is into their I think they're on their 27th, 6th, or 8th season. I really don't remember. But I don't know. Like, they're I don't know. I just love them. And the funny thing is, I'm watching the movie on my DVD player as I'm making this video. I was just too lazy to change it. It was already in there, so it's like, hey, I'm just going to watch this until I have to pick up my brother from school, because I'm not in school yet. And my favorite characters would have to be Maggie Simpson and Mo, the bartender. I don't know why, just you. So there's that. Okay, number 8. I am a Christian. I can't say I've been a Christian all my life, because I haven't. I've grown up in church, and I believe God, I love God, but, I mean, you're not really a Christian until you get saved. But that's my belief, so, I mean, if anybody has different beliefs, that's you, but that's just my belief. I have been a Baptist for 12 years out of my 18-year life, and I have been a saved Christian for about 2 years. It'll be 3 years on September 29th, 2015. That is my spiritual birthday. My actual birthday is on September 6th, so yeah, I will be 19 this year. But anyway, I am one of those people who don't judge anybody else. I believe I was put on this earth to love everyone, and that is what I intend to do. I will love everybody. And even if you, like, make me very upset, I will still love you. I care, but I don't know. Everybody has bad days, right? You need to let it out somehow, so you can let it out on me. I don't care. So, yeah. Number 7. I am a loner, but I like being around people. I don't honestly know how that makes sense, but I guess I'm just really shy, and it takes me a while to get used to people, but once I get used to being around you and used to talking to you, is a lot easier, and I feel like people like me more. I don't know. But I'm kind of a loner, but I'm fun to hang out with, and things like that. Number 6. I'm a listener. I don't normally talk that much, as you can tell from this 10-minute video right now, almost 11-minute video. But I'm a very good listener. I'm not the best at advice, but I try my best to share my knowledge with other people, and just from experience and stuff. If you have any problems or things you just want to talk about, you can message me on YouTube. I will be glad to answer questions and give advice as much as I can. I'm always on it, almost 24/7, but I need at least 8 hours of sleep, or minimum 4 to 5 hours of sleep. I don't know, the less sleep I get, the happier I am, and also the grumpier I am. I don't know how that works, but that's me. So, number 5. I love dogs. In all of these pictures, this is my little baby. His name is Max. He is a Chihuahua and a Shih Tzu mix. He is the sweetest thing ever. He is very overprotective, almost like a boyfriend. There's times where he sleeps with me on the bed, other times he sleeps in his bed. I did get a new bed frame, so he can't jump on my bed anymore, because obviously it's too tall and he's way too short. But I am working on the process of getting like a little ladder or a ramp or something, so he can just come up whenever he wants to and stuff like that, because normally in the summer he'll wake me up by licking me in the face and the foot. I don't know why he does that, but he does. In this picture, this is my old Instagram. My new Instagram is Sky2015-101. So check that out. Follow me if you have an Instagram. If you don't, that's fine too. You just look it out, like pictures and stuff like that. Oh, and I love this picture. I was taking a shower one night, and usually he follows me in there, but I don't know, I just didn't want him in there that night. So I left him in my room, and I come back, and he's gone, and I have no clue where he's at. And I was looking everywhere for him, and I was freaking out, because I thought he somehow escaped, and no one had seen him. So I go back into my room, and I see clothes all over the floor, and I'm like, where did all these clothes come from? And I figured out he was hiding in my little clothes basket there. That is a SpongeBob clothes basket, by the way. Oh, I just love him to death. This is what my old bed looked like before I got my new bed. Same mattress, just different bedding. I don't know. Like a frame, I guess. A different frame. And ignore the clutter in the background. Yeah. So, yeah, I just love dogs. I've loved them my whole life. Number 4. I do have a dream. Like a dream job, I guess. My dream is to be a singer. I've sang ever since I was 4 years old. I remember putting on concerts for my family on Christmas. I would hide behind the tree, and my dad would announce me coming out, and I would sing like I'm a Little Teapot or Jesus Loves Me, or Itsy Bitsy Spider, I don't know, stuff like that. I don't know, it just brings me joy and happiness, and I mean, I guess that's what a job should be, right? I also sing in church. I do a lot of solo stuff. And, that's about it for number 4. Favorite artist or genres of song would have to be, hard rock, Christian rock, contemporary Christian, country. Some of my favorite band artists would have to be Sleeping with Sirens / Kelly Quinn, Pierce DeVille / Vic Funes, Mice and Men, Falling in Reverse, Panic at the Disco, Black Veil Brides. For Christian, it would have to be Skillet, Francesca Balotelli, Johnny Diaz. I know there's more. Super Chick, love them. Oh, who else? Trisha Brock. That's what I'm thinking of, but I can't. Barlow Girl, that's what I'm thinking of. I couldn't think of their name. And number 3, I'm a writer. I've been writing for years. I'm actually very good at it. Now, punctuation and stuff like that, I'm not so good at. Like, especially commas. Commas drive me nuts. I can do commas for, like, a coordinating conjunction or stuff like that. But, like, when you put in, like, random commas for, like, sentences, like, if there's, like, a period that's supposed to be there, but you put a comma in there because you continue on and run on sentences, I don't know about that. I do have a book I've written. I've actually written a few. If you ever heard of Wattpad, I am a writer on that. I have written, books about rock bands, and I have a couple based on my life that I haven't released yet. I'm still working on them. I also write a lot of poetry, and I guess that's why I love making movies, because I can make a good plot. I can follow. I don't know, I'm just good at it. I think, at least. So far, on the second book I've ever written was also the one I took more slowly and took my time with it, and so far I have over 27,000 people have read it. And my goal with that is to publish it one day, but I used real names, so I have to go meet, if I ever meet the person / people I've written about, and I have to get an okay from them that I can use their names in my book, because that's illegal. I don't remember exactly why that's illegal. I just know it's illegal, so I will have to work on that. And number 2, I'm almost done, I promise. My fear. I have a lot of fears. I'm afraid of lightning and rain if I'm outside. If I'm inside, I love it, and I love watching it, but from inside my house, I do not, I have a fear of, getting struck by lightning. And it's not that I'm afraid of dying. I guess in a way I'm afraid of pain, and the first thing I want to see if I die. I mean, again, it's not like I'm afraid of dying. I just don't want to leave my loved ones behind. But in the same way, I'm ready to go, if that makes sense. I don't know, it makes sense to me, but I don't know how to explain that anymore. So, in a way, I guess I don't know. I'm also afraid of spiders and snakes, anything that could actually harm me. I'm starting to get more afraid of cars. And yes, I drive, but other people and the people around me scare me. Like, if I'm driving, I'm okay for the most part, but if I'm with other people, I freak out and, like, sink into my seat and cover my eyes, because I was in a car wreck a few months ago. It wasn't a bad car wreck, it was just raining, and I hit my brakes, so the person in front of the person I hit their brakes, so it caused him to slam on his brakes, so I slammed on my brakes, but my car didn't stop, like, it skid, so I kept trying to pump my brakes, and that didn't work, and then I thought the funny thing was that I honked my horn to let him know I was about to hit him, because I knew I couldn't stop, and, I don't know, it's just an awful feeling when you know you're going to hit somebody, and you know you can't stop, and you know you can't do anything about it. And I wasn't speeding, I was going the limit. It was just, like, all of a sudden, all at once, and it freaked me out. And the bad part was that I did not cry until I got a text from my mom saying that, look, we can replace the car, but we can't replace you. And that just tore me up. And then I was in math, and I started to have, like, a little mini panic attack, because I couldn't believe it. I walked away without a scratch or a bruise. Actually, I had a little bruise on my chest from where my seatbelt caught me. But other than that, I was fine. I was perfectly fine. I wasn't really a panic attack, more like a freak out moment. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. And then the worst part of the whole wreck was that my car, like, the front of my car was crushed, but his truck was perfectly fine, because he had, like, that little hatch ball thing on the back of it where you can hitch trailers and stuff, and that's what I hit, and that's what so I think it was like $1,400 to repair it. It doesn't sound that bad, but when you don't have the money to replace it, it's pretty bad. But yeah, those are my fears. Sorry. Number 1. And this is the last one, and I promise. I was a premature baby. I came into the world 2 months early. I was supposed to be born in November, I believe. And I was born in September. I was very impatient, as you can tell. But I mean, I've learned patience, especially with Google and The Sims 3 and The Sims 2. That took me a while to figure all of them out. And also with our Wi-Fi, because sometimes it, like, when, like, really bad storms come up, it knocks out. And then randomly, sometimes it will knock out itself. So, but doctors told me that I wasn't going to make it. I was, way underweight. I was, 2 pounds and 10 ounces. Now, 2 pounds, I'm trying to think if I can give you a scenario on how, I weighed about the same as a puppy, like a newborn puppy. I want to say Chihuahua, but I don't know how small they are to begin with. I'm sure Chihuahua puppies are a lot smaller than I was. But about I was about the weight of a newborn puppy. Maybe a little bit more than a newborn puppy. But, but as you can tell, I lived. And I'm a living, breathing, walking miracle. I may not be the smartest at times, but I am very smart. I just don't give myself enough credit. I can't think. I think that's it. So thank you for listening to me talk and talk and talk. Well, that's it. I will work on Sims 2, Sims 3 stuff, so thank you so much for listening. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything of that nature, feel free to let me know. in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video. So thank you guys so much. I love you and I appreciate you watching my videos and doing everything that you're doing. Bye.